I was gonna say, I was gonna use. I'm gonna sit down and use my echo. I know they said they don't want anybody in there, but I'm not gonna listen. And I'm gonna move my echo in there because I can move through the wall. I can see stuff that you know. I can find the if there might be entrances that aren't readily apparent.
Right. So I will say, if you do move into the meeting room, that might cause some issues, but you can move around it. Like, does that make sense? Like inside the walls, does that kind of make sense? And look for.
Well,
any,
I'm
like,
just gonna move it up to the ceiling and sit real quiet and watch over them.
Okay.
Because my echo has spider shoes too.
Spider shoes.
Okay.
I will post out outside the doorway since they don't want us inside the chamber, and just keeping an eye out for anything, or try to keep my ears up for a ruckus.
Yeah. So you see them drinking what appears to be tea, and talking some politics. You've never been one for politics. You don't really interest yourself in that, even though you are noble born. You kind of just sit there, slumped back, and don't really pay all that much attention to what they're talking about.
I'm narrating to my party. Oh my God, this is more boring than church. I've seen plays that are more interesting than this. Honest to God, plays.
Yuri reaches over to Laxador. Did he just say it's more boring than church? Does your church services normally?
I don't think my churches are boring. No,
okay.
Yodel is he's an interesting sort. If things aren't interesting and catches attention, and I mean, he plays game with himself because he's bored.
Okay.
You're so lucky that I'm deaf to all my surroundings.
Last time on Secrets of Monster Island, our monster hunters had made it to the desert city of Mo-O, the lizard folk capital, which they were all astonished to see was way bigger than any civilization they have seen before. They followed Cass Athea to her mom, the queen, Bezel Athea. And basically the queen had made a deal with you that if you were to be bodyguards for the Yuan Ti and for her for a day, she would allow you to stay in the city. And basically what that job entails is protecting the Yuan Ti and her as well. But other than that, you as well talked to William, the paladin of Ilias on the island, who, Laxdor, you got a weird sense that he was sort of kind of like you, sort of maybe like a split personality in a way. You asked him to find where the elder of the island is and how to get to him. But for now, you all had slept in the palace. And what would you guys like to do?
Okay, so we're in the palace and we're going to be bodyguards for the. So would we want to kind of look around the space at which we'll be bodyguarding to see if there's anything that we can see that would be like other entrances, other exits where someone might, try to sneak in and hurt somebody?
I think that's a good idea. Look at the environment that we're going to be bodyguarding in. I think that's a great idea.
So you guys look around, and I'll just say you guys get a good idea of exits and entrances. The Queen Athea will say, It will just be me and 3 other UNT for the meeting.
Okay.
And also my assistant. His name is Misella, and he will be also assisting. The meeting is fairly private, so I'm going to ask that you all stay out of the room. But you all may keep guard outside. And
Your Majesty, are there any other entrances or exits to the room other than, even a window?
give me a persuasion check.
10.
And she says, no, the meeting room, or, well, I guess my throne room, is right in the middle of the palace and probably one of the most protected areas.
Okay.
There are no windows or any other entrances other than the main one.
Okay. Do you mind if I give you something that might help you communicate to us outside the room should you need it?
Yes, I can
So
do that.
I'm going to give her one of my gems and say, we won't be able to hear you at all times. Just you can contact through this thing and let us know if any danger arises. There's other ways in this world to get into a room without using a door or window, and we just want to make sure that you're safe.
Right.
I'd also, maybe I can be a little bit more help as well and give a cylinder of protection per se,
All right.
if you want it.
What would that entail?
And so before, basically we're forced to leave, I'd like to cast Magic Circle in the room for them to have their meeting.
Okay. What does
Which
Magic Circle
basically,
do?
Magic Circle, basically I created 10-foot radius, 20-foot tall cylinder on a spot within range. Basically, any celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead cannot go into the circle.
Okay.
And attacks against creatures inside the cylinder have disadvantage. If
Alright.
you're inside the cylinder, you cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you all. So she asked you all that you may. Another request that I didn't really mention originally was I would like you to head to the UNT and escort them here.
Okay.
Let's say I don't know them to be bad of any sort. In fact, this specific group of UNT is trying to make a better name for themselves. But it is for their protection as well. UNT don't get a good rap around here.
Are they in the city right now?
Yes, they are in
Okay.
one of the not the broken down, but the ruined districts. That's where most of the UNT stay. It's safer for them there.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else we need to do, I say we go escort the UNT to the throne room.
All right.
We think it's
Yeah.
pretty safe, and so I think that's our next step.
All right. So, you all head off into the pretty busy streets of Mo'o. Once again, it's about, I'd say, early morning, so everyone's kind of getting up and getting around, doing their things. Of course, you all stand out like black sheep, or I guess humans in a city full of lizard folk. So people eye you as you walk by, very suspicious. One thing I will let you guys know is that you guys have met UNT before. So actually all of you except for Alax.
We met him on the roof.
Yeah, let's say all of you except for Alaxdor would get very strange looks as if you might be UNT because they can appear human as well. Let's say Alaxor, you're probably like the most normal out of anyone. You do still have that draconic lizard-like features. And Arlube as well isn't really looked at with all that much different as you, Alaxor. But you all make your way through the city and make it to a ruined district. And waiting there, she told you where the building was. And you see this building with this boarded up windows and sort of this not really fancy door, just kind of a door that works. Old wooden. So what would you guys like to do?
I'd like to walk up to the door and see if I hear anybody inside.
Maybe a perception check.
With my blind sight senses. Perceptoruni.
Okay.
12.
Well, it's so weird because you put your ear to the door and you hear what sounds like distress coming from inside. Like some sort of
I forgot to take off my helmet and it's actually coming from inside my head.
Yeah, some sort of arguing coming from inside. Oh wait, are you deaf with your helmet on?
No.
Okay.
No.
He just hears the ocean a lot.
You hear what sounds like arguing coming from inside.
Well, I think we should just go ahead and knock on the door.
Okay.
No time for that now.
So you guys knocking on the door, or what are you doing?
Yes, I'll knock on the door.
Eventually, you see this pretty tall, looks kind of humanish, but you can tell is Yuan Ti because of the eyes and some other features. She looks at you and says, come in. Are you the monster hunters that the queen was sending?
Yes, we've been sent to escort you to the throne room. My name is Arlen Nightstone. We have Yodele of the He-Who's, Yuri, Yiro, Alexidor, and Arlube.
Hello, I'm Arlube. I'm a little frog guy. And
he always introduces himself like that.
So she introduced herself as Talshu. I will be one of the ones you will be taking to the palace. And Yodele, you could actually look over, or actually, you can't look. You don't have eyes. You do have eyes, but you have a helmet on. But Laxdor, Arlen, and Yuri, you see about 60 feet or so you can still sense it, Yodele. The arguing was coming from these two kids fighting over a ball. These two Yuan Ti children. And Talshu says, right, well, anything...
Talshu, before we go, have you received any threats or any issues that we may need to be aware of as we take you to the queen?
Well, recently, there have been attempts on some of my people's lives. Almost like someone knows that the Queen and I are talking about getting more freedoms for Yuan Ti.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
The likelihood that they know that we are having a meeting today and that you're going to be escorted is probably higher, yes?
Correct.
Then would you like to pose a ruse on the way to the queen?
A ruse? I love
That's
ruses.
kind of ruse.
If you would allow, maybe make it seem like a prisoner escort versus an escort of a dignitary.
Ooh,
I don't like where this is going.
adding in a little bit of trickery, I see.
I want to make sure you stay safe with the least bit of effort on all our parts.
I have I could help out with that. I have disguise self in my my ranger based understanding, I can make myself look like someone else, at least a close facsimile to it. So we could do that. I could look like you and maybe go a different direction where they would think that I'm you and you would be someone else. Just putting that out there.
Idea would be pretty good. I like your idea too, Axtor. I'll go with either which one you all decide on.
I don't know if we want to split the party for Yuri to go off and look like someone else.
What if
But
we did both with Yuri just trailing behind us a little bit?
Basically, he turns a corner and he trails behind you.
or maybe going ahead of us if Yuri and I have a disguise kit. Maybe I could make myself up to look like a UNT. Yuri and I could go maybe 50, 60 feet ahead.
I think that might not be a bad idea. And then we bring our actual
What if you get that,
precious
Yuri?
cargo behind,
Yeah.
looking more like a prisoner than a dignitary, if you would so be inclined.
I would be
Just
fine with it.
to give a little bit more protection, because I guess with it being a bigger city, I'm guessing there's buildings and everything on the path to the palace.
Correct.
where
many
There would be
buildings.
hiding spots and places for assassination attempts.
Oh yeah.
I love it when you call me precious cargo, Laxador.
Of course, Yuri.
What do you think, Yuri? Do you think, would you like this idea of you and I moving a little bit further ahead of the group to maybe as decoys?
Yeah, so I think you look like yourself. I think I look
Okay.
like the dignitary,
And then I'm escorting.
and then you are escorting me.
Gotcha.
And I'm all prim and proper, and well, look like the our dignitary, and then you guys trail behind and look as if, like everyone else trails behind, looking as if you are my bodyguards, as you normally would be, as this was not illusion, and then see if they come and attack me, which I believe I could probably do something. I probably have a little bit more stamina than most.
Are you guys going through with this plan?
Right. I like this idea.
So Yuri,
Okay.
you're doing disguise self, right? The spell.
Disguise self, yes.
Okay,
so
so-
I will, kind of get the facets of what the person looks like, and before we go out, I am going to cast aid on my party members, because so everyone gets an additional 5 hit points. So my dragonborn, my elf, and my human fighter get a additional 5, not temporary hit points, but maximum hit points. And then as we're inside the building, so no one else can see this, and then I will cast disguise self looking like the dignitary.
So, Arlen and Yuri, you are leading the way. And you see a few people side-eyeing you on the way, and one of them even like spits at your feet. But
Okay.
you all continue walking, and nothing really appears to happen other than a bit of disdain towards you on the way.
I have a 21 passive perception, just to keep an eye out for, like, I would know, like, snipers or people who are going to, I would think that I would know, because I'm of my hunting, I would know, like, what I'm looking for.
And I have an
There's no
18
one-
passive perception.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing trained on any sort of buildings or any sort of alleyways. You do see a few suspicious figures sleeking in and out of alleyways, but that's pretty normal for a city like this.
How far is the walk from the one place to the palace?
Probably about a few hundred feet.
Okay, so we're not talking about a full hour. Okay.
No.
And also, Aiden, how many of the other UNT are joining in that back group?
So it's just 3, including
So
Talshu.
it's Tashu and 2 others.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And then
Talshu,
Aiden just
Talshu, Tal 2, and Tal 3.
just a reminder, I do have trimmer sense now 10 feet, so if anybody
Gotcha.
gets close to the party, I know
That's
Yodelay
it.
has the blind sense, but I'm also kind of keeping an eye out for anything like that coming up behind us.
Yeah, but you all make it to the palace, make it inside.
Okay.
Nothing appears to happen along the way. But they make their way into the meeting room, and what would you guys like? What would you guys like to do?
Well, just stand guard mostly. Just keep protection. There is only one entrance into the throne room, correct?
Yes, as far as you know. And there was there was definitely no public entrances, so no windows, no other doors,
Right.
as far as you could tell.
I would like to just kind of walk the room with the trimmer sense and just make sure, with Yodelay kind of going the other way with his blind sense, and just make sure there's nothing invisible in the room.
Well, you're
Well,
outside.
That's
You're
what I was
outside.
going to say. I was going to use, I'm going to sit down and use my echo. I know they said they don't want anybody in there, but I'm not going to listen. And I'm going to move my echo in there because I can move through the wall. I can see stuff that, I can find the if there might be entrances that aren't readily apparent.
Right. So I will say, if you do move into the meeting room, that might cause some issues, but you can move around it. Like, does that make sense? Like inside the walls, does that kind of make sense? And look for.
Well,
any,
I'm
like,
just going to move it up to the ceiling and sit real quiet and watch over them.
Okay.
Because my echo has spider shoes too.
Okay.
I will post out outside the doorway since they don't want us inside the chamber, and just keeping an eye out for anything, or try to keep my ears up for a ruckus.
So Yodelay, you see them drinking what appears to be tea, and talking some politics. You've never been one for politics. You don't really interest yourself in that, even though you are noble born. You kind of just sit there, slumped back, and don't really pay all that much attention to what they're talking about.
I'm narrating to my party. Oh my God, this is more boring than church. I've seen plays that are more interesting than this. Honest to God, plays.
Yuri reached over to Laxador. Did he just say it's more boring than church? Does your church services normally?
I
they
don't think
pretty
my
boring?
churches are boring. No,
Okay.
Yodelay's he's an interesting sort. If things aren't interesting and catches attention, and I mean, he plays game with himself because he's bored.
Okay.
You're so lucky that I'm deaf to all my surroundings.
And as you're looking around, actually, Yodelay, you realize that you aren't the only one that's getting tired of this political talk. You see that it appears that the Queen and the 3 Yuan-Si appear to just be getting really, really tired. And you see the assistant in the back, Queen Athea's assistant, Misella, appears to be just completely normal.
I knew it. I suspected them immediately. There's shenanigans afoot. We must
and
make
eventually-
ingress.
Eventually, you see them fall unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I swap places and jump into the room.
All right, I need you guys to roll initiative then.
All right.
Okay, this is going a different route.
We need to add someone to the initiative that wasn't there originally because something was supposed to play out, but I forgot about the echo.
The signal that there's trouble is me disappearing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Yodele, you drop down. Yodele, you
Man,
drop
Michael, you get
down.
all the good references.
Yodele, you drop down, and we're going to start off with Arlen. Your turn.
All right, Arlen is going to use Step of the Wind to go 100 feet.
Yep.
Oh, hold on a second. I gotta pull this
Bonus
out even
action
more.
Step of the wind.
Yes.
Yes, it is quite a large room.
Oh God, I can't even do it. Hold on a second.
100 feet. Are you wanting to move as close to him as you want, as you're going to try?
That's 100 feet right there. And they're all asleep, correct? These are these combatants?
These are the-
Okay,
These are the Yuan-Ti.
okay. And then the only person.
The queen is in this chair, but I don't have
Oh,
a toolkit
okay.
for her at the moment.
That I am actually going to use my action to dash as well. I'm going to get there. And that's going to be it for me.
So they
Okay.
weren't close together?
No, they were pretty reasonably apart.
Okay.
One thing I will say is, Yodele, you figured out that Misella was probably the one that passed out the tea, and he did not appear to be drinking any. That's
Oh, I
there we go.
suspected him immediately.
That's
Seems
the
suspect.
queen. So that was Arlen.
Oh, he's cutting his eyes to the sides like this.
It is Misella's turn, and he looks at you all and says, "What? Where did you all come from? No one else is supposed to be in the building." And you see him start casting something. I don't think any of you have counterspell, do you?
Counterspell? No, I don't.
I can say it.
Wouldn't matter. We're not close enough.
Yeah.
As he summons these creatures.
Oh, there you go. Oh!
As you see him use a lot of his magical ability to summon these creatures. And let me show these to you. So we have... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Move that back. Shift C. There we go. So you have this, what looks like a minotaur snake-like creature. Like half horse, half snake.
Oh.
Wait. Which happens
And-
which? I'm terrified.
And basically this snake with snakes for arms. It is very disturbing. Then you see him do something. He goes behind the chair and does something, and you cannot see him. As it is now those creatures' turns. As let's see what's going on here. Then went over here to you all. What is
Wait.
that move?
I can't see him?
Well, now
not
you can
close
see
enough.
them.
No, not them. The assistants.
Oh, yeah, no, you saw him go through a secret door in the back there.
Oh, secret tunnel. Okay.
About to say, if you would have rolled high on that persuasion, the queen would have told you about that.
Yeah.
You did not. So this one is going to make attacks at you, Yodele. 2 attacks. What's your AC, Yodele?
You're trying to hit an 18.
That's a 21, even with disadvantage. For 8 points of piercing and 3 points of poison. And make me a Constitution saving throw. Next one's a straight roll. For a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Or fif-
Constitution save. Here it comes. Blammo. Woo! I am very constitutional.
Okay, so you save then. And then a 22 to hit.
Yep.
For 15 points of slashing damage.
Jiminy.
This one is going to run over here to you, Arlen. This one's going to start running down here. Going to dash over here. But that's his turn. The other one is going to attack you, Arlen, for 2 attacks. With disadvantage. That is a 14 to hit.
14 misses.
Second attack at disadvantage. Another 14 to hit, so that will miss as well. As it is now Yuri, your turn.
Okay, so Yuri's gonna just book it. I think those guys can handle 45 feet straight up, and then I will attack the Minotaur-looking thing that's attacking my monk up top here. Will a 20 hit?
A 20 will hit, I believe.
Okay,
Yes, it will.
so I am attacking his buttocks region as much as I can in a very close target with sharpshooter. That is going to be a bunch of damage. 36 plus 23 plus 22 is 81 points of damage.
Ouchie! As you hit it with these arrows, it's 3 arrows, correct?
3 arrows in my first round.
3 arrows, and you just hit it right in its head, but it appears to be still barely swinging around as it is looking really, really bad. Anything else, Yuri?
That is my turn. First round.
All right. Arlube is going to disengage. That will be his action, as it is Yodeling.
Smoke bomb.
Smoke bomb? Okay. How big of a radius is that? 20 feet?
20 feet.
Where are you throwing it?
Blammo.
Right there?
Let's
Okay.
choke out the unconscious people.
There.
All right.
Thank you. And then I'm going to take off for that dude.
Okay.
That's
So
40
you-
foot puts me behind the throne.
Right. Maybe a investigation check.
Oh, a 12.
As you look behind the throne, actually maybe at advantage
Ooh.
because you have blind sense.
Oh, dang it. It was almost a 19.
Almost 19. I'm gonna say you're still trying to figure out how he opened this secret door. You really can't get a sense of any sort of
Go at him.
lever or anything.
Oh, I
as-
can. I'm going to use my bonus action to manifest my echo behind the wall.
Okay. Behind what wall?
Well, there's a wall behind the throne, right?
Right. So, you do that. Whatever the secret tunnel led was not behind that wall, as it is just more wall for a while.
Oh.
Dang it.
But it is a secret something. You don't know if it's a door, tunnel.
Tunnel.
Gotta be a trap door.
As
That's
it
my
is
turn.
the other snake's turn, as he just got in a smoke bomb, so he does not like that. Move over here. And then 30 feet of range. So he'll have disadvantage on these attacks. Because he has a longer range. Oh, I know he can move 2 more feet actually. You. Still out of range. So he'll have disadvantage on these attacks, but he is going to spit at you.
Oh no.
Ew.
Actually, really quickly, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. Yuri.
21.
Okay. So it tries to rattle its rattler on the back of its tail, but it does not appear to affect you. As that'll be a 12 to hit. That
No,
will not
12
hit.
does not hit.
Okay, so another attack for a miss. So it is now Elaxtor, your turn.
First thing, bonus action, I get big. So I become large using
Oh,
Give me 1
Yep.
second.
Is that a
Big
cleric in your
eyesore.
pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
How does that work for the creature that's already there?
I think it's pushed out of the way. Or
Yeah.
pushed back.
Yeah, just push.
Just slightly, push back.
Fight someone
And,
your own size.
Yeah, he looks at him and goes, "How dare you interrupt political meetings?" And will then take a swing with the Staff of Withering as my action. Two-handed. Normal roll. Nope, can't do it that way. That's right. Have to do it this way. That's gonna miss.
All right. Anything else?
And then I will move just around, just to get a little bit closer.
Yeah. So as you do that, the snake looks surprised as you kind of grow bigger and is like, "What?" As Arlen, it is your turn.
What does this smoke bomb do as far as vision goes?
Let's see here. Smoke.
I think
bomb.
it's
Smoke
heavily
grenade.
obscured.
It emits a cloud of smoke that creates a heavily obscured area in a 20-foot radius. A moderate wind disperses the smoke in 4 rounds. A strong wind in 1 round. But I
There's no
guess
winds.
with no wind, 8 rounds? I don't know.
Let's go with 8 rounds, sure. So yeah, Dad, you cannot see in the smoke bomb either.
Even with
Even with-
my devil sight?
Devil sight does not affect. It only affects darkness and magical darkness. It does not affect actual things that are in your way.
Okay. In which case, then shadow step. Oh,
Yep.
can I shadow step to here?
The only issue is I think this room is well lit.
Oh, well,
So-
then no, I can't. Okay. So the best I could possibly do is I'm actually going to move to right there. He'll get an opportunity attack with disadvantage.
Correct. Opportunity attack. That's an @1, so I'm not even gonna roll the
Okay.
other one.
Yeah. So I can see him sticking out of this smoke area.
Correct. You can see
Correct.
like the butt of the Minotaur.
That's okay. So Umber Knuckles.
Knuckles. Got it.
14 to hit.
14 will not hit.
Second attack. 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
11 points of damage.
Okay.
We'll go flurry of blows with my offhand Umber Knuckles.
All right.
15 to hit.
Nope.
Man. 26 to hit.
26 will
11
hit.
points of damage.
You
Okay.
would
Anything
apply
else?
the Umber Knuckles +1 to your flurry of blows, right?
Correct.
Anything else?
Yes. That is it.
All right. The Minotaur snakes are very confused by this smoke bomb. And so one of them is going to go over here. What is this 10-foot radius right here?
That is the magic circle.
Oh, okay.
What kind of creatures are they?
It is. They are monstrosities.
So I don't think that affects them.
Does that not affect them?
Because
Because if it does, they'll probably do that.
celestial
Are they?
elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
Okay, so it does not affect them. It would affect one of the monsters in this room, though. But he's nowhere near it. So attacks coming at you, Arlen. 4 attacks, all at disadvantage for now. Will a 14 hit? Nope.
No.
Yes, then for the second one, third one, yes, fourth one will be a 22 to hit
That'll hit.
for 15 points of damage, slashing if that matters. And Yuri, it is your turn.
Okay, I know 20 hit last time on that same guy that I hit last time. It's a 19 hit.
19 does hit.
Okay, so that is going to be 21 and 24, 45 points of damage to
So
that.
you just shoot this one in both of its eyes, and it appears to fall dead.
Okay, so and then I'm going to run 35 feet toward that magic circle where the people are.
And sorry, Alaxtor, there would have been attacks at you. I just realized. Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Silvery barbs.
That's gonna be a 19 to hit you.
That misses.
Okay. Then the second attack.
Arlen, you have the advantage.
Thank you.
A 23 to hit. For 15 points of slashing damage. As Arlub's turn. Arlub, who's looking bad? Anybody?
I took 15. That's it.
Yeah. Don't worry about it right now. Go for attacks.
He's going to cast Sacred Flame.
I mean, I've been hit for nearly 30 points of damage, but no big deal.
The snake fells and takes 13 points of damage.
Hit you.
The snake with all his poison.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're too far away.
Yoda, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna give up on this finding the thing. I'll turn back around and assist my companions. So I'm gonna move back over here, 40 feet back into the smoke,
Okay.
and whip out my bolus and tie up this big dude right here.
Okay, so you will have disadvantage because you are in the smoke bomb. Oh, sorry, that's right. You have blind sight.
I can see him just fine.
Sorry, it's been a while.
Let's see here. Snap. All right, a 21 to hit
That'll hit. Can your balls restrain large creatures?
for a mere 5 points of damage, but that's not the point. The point is, I need a dex save, please.
Dexterity saving throw. Ooh, that's a 19 on die for 20.
Dang it. All right, he's not tied up. Never mind.
You need to get you a better Batman, like taking people to jail type thing. You know what I mean?
Well, I used to have an Iron Bands of Bolaro, but it got destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is the Smolder Snake's turn. He is
Ooh.
going to look at you, Mr. Yuri. And I need you to make me another wisdom save as he rattles his
Oh, I am getting good on these wisdom saving throws. 22.
22.
I thought I was gonna fail that.
I mean, it makes sense. You are a ranger. You guys are
I
pretty
do have-
wisdom. You guys are a pretty wisdom based party, other than Yodel. All right, so
Hey,
Go
he's
ahead and spit.
gonna spit at you. That is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit me.
10 points of poison damage, and make me a Constitution saving throw.
spit on you. What is
17.
this, Walmart during COVID?
You are so lucky. You were so.
What's the damage?
It was just 10 points.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
you're lucky
10
that
points of acid of poison
Yeah.
damage.
You-
Is there
you
anything on
felt-
the con save?
Yeah, on the con save, you felt like you were freezing up, like you were getting paralyzed, but then you
Okay.
kind of just saved out of it.
Okay.
Your body managed to stop it.
Whew.
As Alaxdor, it is your turn.
Cool. Gonna take a swing at the guy that is in front of me.
The guy that's in front of you. Got it.
Same roll again.
Right. Anything else?
Bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Alright. So drag that on there. I think I put a spiritual weapon for you in
You
the thing, didn't
did.
I? Waste.
You did indeed. I just had to find. Where is it? There's that spiritual weapon. Come go. All right, it'll take a swing at that one.
All right.
Oh, you're going after the snake?
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
24 to hit.
24 will hit. I didn't realize you were going after the snake.
11 force damage.
11 force damage. Okay. It did not like this giant scythe, correct?
Mm-hmm. It's a moon scythe. Yep.
This moon scythe coming down and stabbing it, and it just kind of hisses at it. As yep.
Go ahead, and then I'm gonna move away. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So he will take the opportunity attack.
Okay.
That'll be a 18 to hit. That'll miss. So as we come back to the top of the order, that's where we're gonna end it.